I've spent $33,280 worth of Frost Stars in Whiteout Survival in 161 days. We've got State of Power matchmaking coming up soon, but the real thing I wanted to talk about tonight, well, I mean, briefly, is State of Transfer, because that's what we're doing right now. I'll tell you what, it is not easy being a transfer manager. Here's what we got going on. We had some people who got invited, only one ultimately right now, who didn't come, but everyone else kind of settled in. Trying to see if anybody else is looking to come. But I mean, it's so early in the evolution of the game. I think like unless you had a special deal negotiated or something, we didn't get an awful lot of interest. Just some people maybe that knew me from YouTube, or some people who had met us in like Foundry or State versus State events, things like this. But here's where we're at. And again, to repeat, what happens is when you get into the open phase, the open slots take up some of your slots. So I can still invite people at this point, and you can still invite with the special transfer invites. We're trying to save it. We have one that we can use on somebody, but I've been trying to find a couple people that had reached out before, and they're not interested for one reason or another. Hopefully we can land one of them, though, at least get one more powerful player in that can help with the state. There's some talks going on, but we'll see if that ends up happening. We would like to use one because, you know, it's kind of use it or lose it at that point. At least if you use one, you'll get it back. So that's what we're doing with State of Transfer. We got other events coming up here, but the big one tonight for me, everything's going to center around Alliance Mobilization. And one of the things, let me just clear some of these while we're in here. One of the things I'm going to do tonight is I popped another Hero Gear Essence Stone set last night because I saw that I'd had this on the board, so I grabbed it and then I popped the Essence Stone. That way I can come in here and clear it out when I started recording. So there's one. There's one Alliance Mobilization task fulfilled. We'll clear that out. And now we'll grab these so I can get the refreshes. And we'll grab more of these attempts. So now I got 10 attempts. And we'll grab one of these. And then let's come over to here. I'm going to clear this. Oh, I got to make one more Alliance contribution. Forgot about that. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Now I can claim that. And we'll buy the $100 one here. Now, some people have been reaching out to me in the game about, like, you know, different strategies on this. I think there are some very interesting strategies. I'd like to see them tested out with simulations. However, I'm going to maintain until somebody shows me the math otherwise, and it makes sense to me, that I think if you're spending like a whale, like really what you're trying to do is unlock this level 8 as many times as possible. And if you're doing that, I think even though the protected exploration can get costly if you're unlucky, for every run that I've analyzed so far, the you know, getting the materials has been a better deal, because you already spent it one way or the other. The question is, are you going to spend it on the coins or the materials? And so far, the materials have been the better deal for me every time. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Is, you know, is the materials essentially. So yeah, let me go clear out the Alliance Mobilization task, and I'm going to grab another one, and then we'll finish buying that. Oh, wrong one. So we'll finish buying this. And then I'll use some of the miscellaneous ones. I need 7,500. So let me use some of these miscellaneous ones first. These are bought out already. Custom pet chest. I'll leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone for a second, and I'll explain why I like to get the stamina. All right, didn't get too lucky on that. Grab these. All right, and where are we on the top offs on these? I still got a little bit more time, but I'll leave that alone for now. And how much did I need to go? How much is left? Let's see. About 5,000 more. So let's come into... Yeah, I'll come into the stamina. So I'm going to grab... Well, that's 500. All right, fine. the reason I like to buy the chief stamina, and now I need 2,000 basically. So come over here. The reason I like to buy the chief stamina is we have the mercenary prestige this time of the cycle, and I can put up a lot of points on Beast Day because of the auto hunting feature, and I'll just leave my device on and let it go overnight, and give a bunch of kind of optimal marches. I got like a fast march speed, and I've got a bunch of stamina, so I can burn through a lot of stamina, especially now that I have a whole bunch of different marches. So I can burn through quite a bit of stamina. So I need the extra stamina. It's not going to go to waste. But let's go back to let's go to Frosty Fortune. Let me clear some of this out. I did have to play a little Frosty Fortune off camera last night because I forgot what would happen is that and therefore I had to buy the daily missions, the treasure drill hunt, and I did that with Alliance Mobilization task as well. Because what will happen is, if you don't do that, then I would have lost my days of free resets. So I used them enough to just use the free resets, and then I just let it sit there. But let's grab, well, these starts at 500 too. So man, it would be nice if I could just grab 1,000 somewhere, but well, this is 1,500. So that'll do. That's not too far over. All right. So, and I think I'm just going to buy Frosty Fortune up to $20 each day, because there's not a lot in here that I really need, and what I want to spend it on in here is one of the things that Frosty Fortune is best for. My season 3 widgets are already good to go, so really what I want is pet food, probably pet food more, but pet food and advancement materials here. That's what I'm going to go for. So let's clear that Alliance Mobilization task out, and now the question becomes, what's next? So I think what I'll do, you do get a little bonus on these, but I have to finish out Frosty Fortune. I don't have anything. Let me just double check. Don't have any. Well, I do have stamina. I have a couple more to do in here. Can I do another 100? Maybe I could justify that. You know what? I'll justify it for tonight. This is 2,500. I think I'll justify it because I'll be close anyways. So with that, we'll come in here, buy out the chief stamina. That's gone. And if we look at the deals section, there's really nothing special in here. All there is to make claims. So I'll just clear this out quickly. And Deadshot, make that claim. And I'll reset my gems deposit. All right. And yeah, we already did all the buying here, right? Let me double check and make sure. Yeah, those are all bought. And we'll come back to the Frosty Fortune, and if I buy this one more tonight, it's not wasteful. So that's just, now I need a 2,500. It's not wasteful in the sense that Frosty Fortune is a great source for pet gear. It's like one of the best values in the game. So by the way, while I'm talking about values in the game, let's not confuse budget with efficiency. So my budget has gone up recently, and I told you before, I'm kind of a little transparent about some of this stuff, but I had some nice things happen in my life recently. I got a little extra money, so I put a little extra money into the game. The other thing is these Frost Stars. There's a 5% bonus going on right now, and when that happens, I always top off some more. And speaking of top off, if you click this video link and see the, if you click the description, you'll see that there's a link to a special affiliate link code to the official shop. And if you use that, not only will you get that extra 5% top off while it's going on, but you'll also be able to give me some Frost Stars, and it doesn't cost you anything. When you use that link, I get a little kickback, and you get to use the official shop. But by using the affiliate link, you kind of help me out. So if you're going to buy them anyways, you might as well do it with my link. You just have to use that link every time, and I'll get a little kickback. But this is what I use, is Frost Stars all the time. And I'm probably going to top off some more in there. So, so my spend rate has been higher, but I'm trying to still be efficient. So some of these special events, compared to other ways of getting these things in the game, they're high return. So you don't have to spend at the same rate I'm spending, but you do, if you want to be able to get some efficiency. It's just a matter of, where are you on that spectrum? Are you going to spend only $20 a day, $10 a day, $5 a day, whatever it is? My budget just happens to be higher lately. So what do I have left? I got to do a 2,500. So based on that, I think there's nothing else there. So I will go for, I think I'll go just renew one of these weekly cards. I think that'll probably be the best way to do that. I guess I'll do the pet weekly and close that out. All right, so let's just close that event out, and then I'll continue to look for the gem spending tasks if I can get them, and hopefully I can get some of the bigger gem spending tasks. This one I can just do right now, and the rest I'll have to wait for. So I'm in here. Go to the gem shop, and now sometimes I will buy stamina here, but normally I try to just buy the stamina and save the gems for pets. Grab that. Man, that is a lot of Alliance coins that I'm accumulating. So we'll leave that where it is right now, but like I said, off camera, I'll just look for those opportunities. I'll clear some of these out for the team while I'm in here, but I'll just look for those opportunities. Some people do like these gem spending ones, so I'll leave those on there. I think that's good for now. Clear that out, and this one out. All right, so that's Alliance Mobilization. Let's take a look at the backpack first, because then we'll do, no, you know what? I'll do the events first, because that way anything from the events will be reflected in the backpack. All right, so let's get into Wanderer Theater. Every time I've done the math on it, it seems to be that the value is there for the material. So let's see how we do tonight. And it really does depend on luck to a large degree, but here's what happens. As you can see, I'm level 7 now, and your odds are greater to descend than ascend. So, the protected exploration can get quite costly. And if you're more lucky, you'll get them cheaper. And if you're not so lucky, it'll be a lot more expensive. But I think at the rate that I'm spending, it really makes sense to keep on trying to get level 8 as frequently as you can. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I think I can do it one more night if I'm, with a little bit of luck. All right. So now here's the big question. Strictly speaking, I don't know if this is the first time. This is the first time the dilemma is between two materials guides. Now, every time I do the math on it, it is not worth getting these Wanderstar coins and buying the materials. If I'm just going to buy these materials, getting them here instead of in the store. Now, if you want the coins for other things, that's different. But I think tonight I'm going to go with the charm designs, because I need a lot more charm designs for what I want to do. And strictly speaking, charms are worth more power than chief gear. Now, I do have a lot I want to do with chief gear, and I am going to need more. But I am going to also have some other spending opportunities when the SVS prep week comes, I think. So if that's the case, then I have enough to do some good stuff with my chief gear. But really, power per dollar is really all about the charms. And there is some stuff I want to do with the charms. So let's grab the charms tonight. That'll put a lot in the tank for charms. All right, what do we got this round? Now we've got charm guides. And yeah, I'm still going to need more charm guides. So let's so either way, this should be good. So let's see. Nice, I got a +2. All right. Nope. +1. Nope. Nope. +1. Come on, give me a +2. No, not a -2. Wrong direction. All right. You got lucky on the last one. Good. And I'm going to grab the charm guides here, because I'm going to need them. Let's see. Nice, another +2. Nope. +1. Nope. Hey, not too bad. All right, come on, can I get lucky one more time? Yes, all right. Now here, between guides and the chief gear, I think I'm going to go chief gear, because I do need more guides, but I know I'm going to be able to get them in other ways. So I'm going to go for the chief gear. All right, got level 8 unlocked again. Let's see if we can get lucky and get there. Nice, a +2. +1. No, where I want the luck is on the later levels, not the earlier levels. Nice. All right, here we go. Nope. Nope. All right. All right, that's not too bad. So now the question, no, I think this is an easy thing. Like, I know I can get charm guides easier. That is a substantial amount, but I like the chief gear here. So I'm going to grab that. All right, let's see if I can get lucky and run this board one more time. Nope. Nope. All right, good. Nope. 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 +2, nice. Come on. Come on, give me 1. Just give me 1. All right. And easy decision here, charm designs. All right. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to make it up this time, but I'll see how far we get. +1. Nope. 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 +1. +2, nice. Nope. Nope. +1. Can I get one more? Just one more. I have just enough if I can get it on this hit. Just give me one more tonight. Come on. Yes. All right. And I'm going to go with the chief gear materials again. All right. That's all we got for tonight on Wanderer Theater. Now let's take a look at Frosty Fortune. I already bought the Gems of Enigma, and so we're primed and ready to go. I'll do my refresh here. And let's see. I'm going to play the strategy where a spender would open up the gold and red, and we'll see how that goes tonight. Nice. All right, I'm not going to complain. And now the question is, yeah, I think since I'm spending now, I saved these up yesterday. Come on. Give me a 50. Hey, 100. All right. Nice. 20. All right, let's see. You know what? I'll roll the dice on this one. All right. Not too bad. I got some roses from the silver chests. That's better luck than I expected on that one. Ah, crap. All right. Back to this, huh? All right. Fine. I'll ride the wave. I'll ride the wave. 20. All right, I'll take it. By the way, let's grab these while we're at it. Oh, this is an easy one. Open all. That's a nice board right there. All right, we got a 50 in there. Hey, not going to complain about that at all. Here we go. Nothing. Come on. Yeah, this isn't so bad. I mean, even on the bad boards, I'm getting something. 20, nice. All right, take it, take it. 20, nice. All right. Yeah, I'll take those 20s, especially out of a gold chest. Nice. I feel like my luck's been all right tonight. This has been all right. All right. Come on. Would it be greedy to wish for another 100? I think it might be, but I'm still gonna do it. Come on. Ah. Alright, you know what? Let's go into the backpack quick and open up that treasure hunt chest and see what we got. Alright, we got 70 more. Clear these out while I'm in here too. And back to Frosty Fortune. Here we go. Clear this out also. Yeah, let's see. 10 fire crystals. All right. Yes, come on. Nope. Nope. All right, I'm having a little dry spell now. I cursed myself by saying my luck was doing good tonight. That's what happened. Cursed myself. All right, here we go. Come on. I'll take these 20s. Hey, 50. All right. Nice. That's a couple 50s and a 100 I got tonight. Can't complain, really. Let's see. 20. Nothing. You know, not bad, not bad. I'm gonna roll the dice on this one. All right, and I did get some thorns out of the silver chest, so I'll take that. All right. Think that's all I'm doing for tonight. Hey, got another 20 out of a gold chest. Nice. All right, that's all I'm doing for tonight. I'm right at the cusp of the 100 thorns here, but let's take a look at what's going on in the store now. So, you know, this daily limit is a good deal, so I probably should grab that. And the next thing people like to grab out of here is essentially the, you know, pet items. That's why these are marked hot. So I'm going to grab some, let's see, how many can I buy? So I'll grab like, I think I'll do like 80 of these today. And the rest in advancement materials. And that gives me a stash ready for when the next pets come out, because they're going to take a bunch to level up. So I'll continue doing that for all of Frosty Fortune, essentially. But I'm only going to spend, I think, up to 20. I did it 50 today because I needed to do some more alliance mobilization, but I'm only going to do up to 20 each day. See, so that's the spend on those two events. Now let's take a look at the backpack. So let's clear some of this out. Nope, didn't get lucky on that one tonight. Take a look at my speed ups. That's what things are looking like right now. I like what that looks like. Gonna have a nice troop training day coming up. So my resources look like. So stacked and ready to go. Ready to go for SVS prep. All right, and then we'll unload the chief gear materials. That is a nice stash added. So it'll help with the chief gear unlock that's coming up. And now let's see, I'm just gonna do this 116 all at once. Let's see how many we get. 1, 2. All right, I'll take 2 out of 116. Not bad at all. And clear these out. And let's take a look at the hero gear. So I've been pushing the infantry belt, and I'll just continue to do that until I get that up to, you know, going to try to get that up to plus 100 eventually, but that's the next goal right now. And that's everywhere. Everything is, it's a big sink, but that's where everything's going. And this is also where I popped the essence stones to get this to plus 19. So, you know, good progression there on the hero gear. However, despite my progress there, let me give you a little state update. Here's what's going on the leaderboard. Hunty has decided to go all in. Oh, apparently I've done a little bit better on the hero power just recently. Hunty has decided to go all in before SVS prep. But again, you know, whales do this because we still put points on the board for SVS prep as well. But this is what things are looking right now. We've got some people who came into the state who already had, you know, pressed furnace level. Of course, Hunty had pushed some power before, which I think you guys knew. We look at total hero power though. Now that got pushed a little higher as well. So I'm right on the cusp there, but that got pushed a little bit. Just before recording, Hunty actually was higher than me, so it must have been whatever I just did caused a little bit of a bump there. So that's what happened there. And then the expert power, he's already pushed farther, and I think I'm going to do some more in SVS prep. And labyrinth scores, he's pushed a little bit higher as well. So, you know, I put up a big number when I announced how much I've spent, but just remember when you watch my account, I don't know, you know, he's probably spending at a rate that I can't now. And if that continues to happen, there's nothing I can do. I mean, I'm just going to keep playing my game and documenting my journey here. But I've been spending a lot recently, and despite spending a lot, I haven't been putting power up. So that's the thing. I've been spending a lot, saving it for the right moment to unleash it. So what I'm going to be doing is during SVS prep week, that's when I'll unleash, and then we'll see what my real power is. So when you see this number that I announced in the beginning of every video, just know that until SVS prep week, that number does not represent my power. That number represents all the stuff I've been doing to save for the next SVS prep. And right now that's been a lot. I've been spending a lot and only using a little bit for power. So like when I pop an Essence Stone gear pack, or I do a little bit of on the expert speed ups or something like that, that's not, you know, that money has not been realized as power just yet. So again, you take a look at the backpack, let's take a look at that. So here, you know, you saw my fire crystals, that's ready to go. That's ready to go for FC5 troops all the way up. You saw my speed ups already, but let's take a look at stuff like the, where is it? It's down here further. So been continuing my pet horde to get more common wild marks for when the next pets come out. That's what my charm designs and charm guides are looking like, and design plans and polishing solution and hardened alloy. Now I am a little down on mithril because we haven't had another event yet, and I did use a lot of it, but you know, I can always buy that from the standard shop at $5 a piece as well. Although, you know, that's not the best price to get it at. So hopefully we'll get some more events for mithril as well soon. But you know, and you know, look at my general mythic shards ready to go for the next push as well. So this is, you know, this is more like this will manifest. Oh, not to mention the sigils. So we got a bunch of sigils ready for the experts and some books and stuff. So, you know, this is, and actually I should use these so I can get the gems. I always get a little surprised when I come in here and then you guys tell me afterwards like, hey, you forgot to do this and that. And I'm like, yes, thank you. So maybe one of you will tell me something else I missed in here tonight. But that's my point being, is that the money that I spent is not the power until SVS prep week comes, because I'm trying as much as possible to keep with that discipline. And that, you know, so that's when we'll see what my actual power is. So stay tuned for SVS prep week, which is coming up in just a couple days. It starts in a couple days. Let's take a look at, with that done, I'm not going to do Labyrinth tonight because I haven't really done anything more that's going to press it. It's just going to be boring. But I will take a look at VIP, and we'll see how many spins it takes. And I'm running out of VIP points fast because they go faster than I'm replacing them. But let's get it. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see how many times it takes. Here we go. Oops. Wrong button. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. All right. Got it at 80 again. I'll take that. Take that all day long. It's nicer when I get it on 1 or 2, but I'll take 80. There we go. 38% of the way there. And again, VIP points are vaporizing. The VIP points are vaporizing. So that's all I have for you tonight. But remember, in the video description, if you want to help me out, you can use my affiliate link that goes to the official shop. There's a 5% bonus going on right now that you can take advantage of. Use my link along with it, and I'll get some Frost stars as well. And the other way you can help me out is really super simple. If you want to continue to see how this journey goes and support me, you just got to like this video. You got to subscribe to the channel, and then turn on notifications. That way, whenever I post anything, you'll know about it right away. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later.